Good evening, and welcome back to another classic L5R CCG deck tech. Don't let the box fool you. This is not a spider deck. This is another deck from the Jade arc. Next to the last deck that I'm going to do a deck preview for the Jade arc. So this deck is the Abandoning the Fortunes Ninja Control deck. This one has a couple of different senseis. I'll go over what they're used for. So we're going to use the Dark Path of Shadow. 0 province strength, 3 gold production, and 0 starting honor. Your non-personality ninja cards cost 2 less gold. Oh crap. You cannot lose honor from your opponent's card effects or your ninja cards. Battle. If your total chi of an army attacking one of your provinces is less than 10, and all attackers send all attackers homebound. You can perform this while your stronghold is bowed and in a battle in which you cannot perform actions. Dark Journey Home had the 3 best strongholds of the Jade arc. It had Eternal Halls of the Shiba, it had the Palaces of Odosanushi, and it had the Dark Path of Shadow. All 3 of those strongholds came in the same set. This is one of the best control decks in the format at the time. 10 chi was hard to achieve. It really slowed blitz decks down, and it did some very difficult decks. Now, that's one of the reasons that I played Ford, or the Fox Oni Rattling deck, was because the +1 chi to all of your Shigenja was ridiculously good, and you didn't need that much force to take a province, but you did need a lot of chi. So that's the reason I ran that. Now, back in the early days of the game, when senseis were still new, you could put in your fate deck any number of sensei cards, and after you reveal your stronghold and you see what your opponent's playing, then you can search your fate deck and attach a sensei. So this deck particularly ran one of 2 sensei. The Tatsuya Sensei gives you -1 province strength, so it does nothing for it has a battle action. Bow your stronghold and discard the Tatsuya Sensei from play to send all attacking units at this battle home without bowing. You may take this action in a battle in which you have no units. Permanently lower your province strength by 1. So this is your sensei against military decks. Basically an extra send home if necessary in a pinch, and it's nothing against you. The other one is the Shoju Sensei. So it gives you -2 starting honor. Crab, Mantis, Monk, Naga, or Ninja, Scorpion, Shadowland Sensei. Limited. Once per game, target any one personality in play. No player can achieve an honor victory while this personality remains in play. Until the end of the game, card effects that would prevent your opponent from targeting this personality are negated. So this is your card against honor runners. Now, why this card is an effective control card, you're going to see a little bit when we get into the dynasty deck, or the fate deck of the... but needless to say, this basically really did a number on your opponent as far as protecting them from winning by honor. So let's start with the dynasty deck. So I'm going to start with the the events. Let's zoom in just a little bit. So we have the Emperor's Piece. No attacks can be made by any player until the beginning of my next turn. Obviously, you're the control deck. You're trying to keep them from blowing, from destroying all your provinces. So any way to slow down your opponent was great. Next up is Chrysanthemum Festival. All players gain an additional province to the left of their leftmost province. So normally this type of card would be a detriment, but you are a control deck, so the additional province helps you even against honor. I'll show you why here in a minute. There's a particular strategy we're going for. Now, the reason the deck is named Abandoning the Fortunes. Until the end of the game, any player whose dynasty deck is empty and cannot refill his or her provinces must destroy one of his or her personalities or holdings in play for each province left empty at the end of that player's turns. So the idea is to empty your opponent's dynasty deck. And when, of course, in this version of the game, if your dynasty deck's empty, you can never refill. Don't reshuffle your discard pile into your dynasty deck. You don't get a second chance. So once it's empty, you're stuck, and your opponent can basically walk over and take your provinces at that point. Peasants revolts. All personalities and followers with 3/4 or greater are bowed and may not straighten until the beginning of this player's next turn. So beginning of my next turn. Again, another control mechanism, lock them down. Occult murders. Each player selects one personality or retainer controlled by the player to his or her right. So they can, basically, I get to choose one of opponent's personality or retainer, and they get to choose one of mine. All personalities or retainers are destroyed. Again, another interesting control mechanism to blow stuff up. Now for the regions. There's 2 of these. Bridge to Jigoku. It's unique. It has a battle ability. Once per turn, each personality in this battle has -2 chi to a minimum of 1 until after the resolution segment. Now, obviously, if your opponent attacks in, you use this ability, you're going to shrink everybody by 2 chi, and then you can use your stronghold to send them home. But there's also another reason why you would want to do this. So I'll get to that in a minute. Palace of the Emerald Champion. It is also a unique region. You cannot achieve an honor victory while the Palace of the Emerald Champion is in play. Reaction. When this province is about to be destroyed, discard the top 10 cards of your fate deck. The province is not destroyed. So it's another way to prevent your provinces from blowing up. You could also substitute. There's another card another region you could use called Firebird Falls. It's from one of the Hidden Emperor sets, but it basically raises the gold cost of all personalities as long as you don't control a Shadowlands personality. It increases their cost by the personal honor of that personality. So it really hampers the high honor clans. You could also substitute that card in this slot. Next up is the clan holding for the ninja assassins. It's a 2 for 2. It's a retainer. Bows to produce 2 gold or 3 gold if you're a ninja player. And you are running 3 copies of that. Next up is 1 empty crevice. This is just extra cheap gold. Attaches to your province, but you've got a lot of protection with its ability. So it's a 2 for 3. House of Contracts. So this is one of the important cards in this deck. House of Contracts costs 3 gold. It bows to produce 2 gold, or if you produce 5 gold when you're paying for an action card, or strategy card as they are called now. So you're running 3 copies of these. You have a lot of expensive strategy cards that you want to play. These are important to get you to those numbers. A lot of your control cards are going to cost you gold. 3 Jade works. That's pretty standard. 3 for 3. Don't have any Jade cards in the deck, so the other part doesn't matter. The deck is supposed to have a 3rd copy of this card. I cannot find my other copy right now. It's floating around here somewhere, but a Ninja Stronghold. It costs 4. When you bow this to play any ninja card without paying its gold cost, you just cannot play a card that has a variable gold cost with it. So this will pay for a lot of crap in this deck. The last holding in here is Kitsuki Ahiko. Unique ninja retainer, 5 gold cost, limited. Bow one of your ninja cards in play. Take that card and any one ninja card in your discard pile and shuffle them back into their appropriate decks. So this helps you get those key cards back that you played, particularly your strategy cards, but it can also get some of your personalities that were discarded. Remember, discarded, not dead. Now for the personality base. Running a couple of copies of Ninja Spy. 0-1 dash honor requirement, 2 gold cost, 1 personal honor. A Ninja Spy will only attach ninja followers. Open, bow the Ninja Spy and lose 1 honor. Look at a player's fate hand, or you could look at the face down cards in one player's provinces. Obviously this is a ninja card, so you're not going to lose honor when you use the ability. But this gives you advanced information, particularly in its provinces, for some of the cards you're going to see. Next up is Hoseki. Unaligned Ninja Mystic. 03-51. Lose 2 honor. That line of text doesn't matter with this deck. Hoseki can attach and use 1 spell as if she were Shigenja. The spell is now considered a ninja action when used instead of a spell effect. This is important. There is a couple of spells that are quite useful in this deck, and you'll need them. 3 copies. The Flame Seeker. 0 force, 3 chi. Dash honor requirement, 5 gold cost, 0 personal honor. Ninja. Flame Seeker will only attach ninja followers. Battle. Battle Flame Seeker. Reduce the chi of an opposing personality by Flame Seeker's chi. This will not reduce the target's chi below 1. So again, this is another personality that takes that helps you reduce your opponent's chi. So you can either kill them with other chi-based effects. We'll get to those in a minute. Most of those are on the Fate deck side. Or allows you to send the whole army home. Alright, next up is Sochi Jamako. So this is a 1 force 2 chi, dash honor, 5 gold cost, 1 personal honor, Scorpion Clan Shigenja. Limited. Bow Jamoko and lose 1 honor. Target a province in play and name a card. The card in that province is revealed if face down. If you named the correct card, it is discarded. Otherwise, it remains face up. So this is the only non-ninja in the deck, and the reason you're running this is additional copies of your discard effect. Ninja Spy gives you the info, so that you don't have to guess, or if the province is face up, then you can use the ability again, or to name it and discard it. So it's also a Shigenja, which is not irrelevant because of some of the cards we have in the Fate deck. Next up is shadowbeast. 1 force 4 chi dash 60 unaligned ninja creature shadowlands, lose 5 honor, will not join a shadowlands player. Okay, that line of text is irrelevant here. Open. Once per turn, each other shadowlands personality has -1 chi to a minimum of 1 until the end of turn. The Shadow Beast gains +1 force for each other Shadowland personality in play, and also has a Fear 2. So again, this is another really good card against the opposing personalities. It shrinks their chi. It also makes him bigger, so if you happen to be playing against a corrupt deck or a Shadowlands player, this will be a big buff and actually help you take the provinces at the end of the game. Alright. Mayushi Aramaru. It's a 2/3-81 Scorpion Clan Ninja Samurai. The bottom line of text is irrelevant here, so I'm just going to read the limited ability. Bow Aramaru. Force the discard of a dynasty card from any one province in play. So this is your bread and butter card. Aramaru is going to let you start mass discarding of cards in provinces. And this will really get to the point where you get to do naughty things with abandoning. 3 copies. Oh, and looky here. Ninja Shapeshifter. It's a 2/2-10/1 unaligned ninja. Will only touch ninja followers. Open. Once per turn, the ninja shapeshifter can copy the force, chi, personal honor, or one ability of any personality in play until the end of the turn. So what you're using the ninja shapeshifters for is you're either copying Sochi Jimako or you're copying Mayushi Armaro to discard more cards out of the provinces. Most of the time, that's what he's here for, is copies 4 through 6 of personality to blow up your reserves, basically. And the last card in the Dynasty deck is Goju Adorai. 4/4-12/1 unaligned ninja Shigenja experienced unique. Loyal. Only attached ninja followers. Other players cannot target him with actions unless Adorai has targeted them or any of their cards this turn. So basically, he doesn't exist until he targets one of their things. Battle. Destroy one of your ninja cards to destroy any opposing follower or personality without followers. So he can literally whittle away an opponent's army. And also Shigenja, again, that's not irrelevant here. A word about the abilities on here. I don't think I spoke this before. Back in this day and age, if the ability was written as an open, it was also it was understood it was going to be a battle/open, which that's very important. The other line of text that's missing, unless otherwise noted on a card, the ability read any number of times per turn you can do this action. Now, anybody that started playing, I think it was late Diamond, when they changed that rule and made it where it was by default it was once per turn unless noted otherwise. That's another reason the Stronghold was dumb. Okay, that's the Dynasty deck. Now let's get over to the mechanics of the fake deck. I'm going to put the senseis over here. Alright. Almost every card on this side is going to destroy something in some shape, form, or fashion. So we're running 3 copies of explosives. This is 8 gold, limited, destroy anyone holding in play. So again, we're trying to cut off resources here. 8 gold is a lot. It's usually going to be 2 to 3 cards worth of gold to do that. But we're trying to keep our opponent off of stuff, so next up is Colot Assassin. 10 gold. Target personality with under 5 chi. Destroy the personality, lose 4 honor. Or limited, destroy retainer, lose 4 honor. So, again, under 5 chi, that's going to be dang near everybody, especially with your items that's going to slowly decrease their chi. You're running 3 copies of that, or 2 copies of that, excuse me. CoOp Master. 10 gold, limited, target another player's personality with chi less than 4. that personality is a Colot who is in your pay. All followers attached to this personality with honor requirement greater than 0 are destroyed, and the personality is now under your control until the end of the game. The personality gains the trait Kolat, lose 4 honor. So basically, you get to steal their personality. You are running a playset of these, or 2 of these. I remember. Knight of 1,000 Fires. Variable gold cost. Ninja limited. Bow a ninja personality you control to destroy any holding in play. The gold cost of this is twice the gold cost of the holding. So if you want to destroy a 2 gold cost holding, you have to bow a ninja and pay 4. It's 3 copies of that. Ninja Kidnapper. 8 gold, limited, target and bow any one personality in play with force less than 5. The kidnap personality may not straighten while this card is in play. The card remains in play until any player pays 10 gold as an open action. When this card is destroyed, the kidnap personality is straightened and you lose 5 honor, which this is a ninja action, so you ignore that part. They straighten, but you don't lose the honor. You're running 3 copies of this card. Ninja Thief. 2 gold, limited action. Move an item card from its current owner to any other personality on which it could be played. Lose 3 honor. So this is a ninja action, despite the way it's written. So cards back in the day dealt with the Fu rule. The Fu rule means if the card text had the word ninja in it, in this case, the action is a ninja action. So you won't lose the honor for this. Mostly this was to deal with the ancestral sword of X clan, because stealing those meant that your opponent, your personality got real small. Running 2 copies of that. Now we get to some fun things. Ninja Tricks. 1 gold, reaction. Bow one of your ninjas in a battle to cancel and negate the effects of any one action card being played by another player. Lose 2 honor. Again, this is another ninja card. So this basically protects your ninjas from getting killed during battle. If your opponent targets them with some sort of action, whether that's a range attack, a spell, or whatever. One life, 1 action. 1 gold cost. Reaction. Play this card immediately after another player resolves an action card from his or her hand. The player cannot play any copies of that action for that effect for the rest of the game. But they can still use it for its focus value, for focusing or tactician. So you can literally cut your opponent off of specific cards. 2 copies of that. Test of Honor. 6 gold cost. Limited, targeted personality who must undergo a test of honor. The personality's controller draws and discards the top card of their fate deck. If the focus value of the discarded card is greater than the personal honor of the personality is dishonored, then destroyed. So again, this is more personality kill for the deck. 2 copies. Now this is the card that I could not find any more copies of, and this is important for using Shoju Sensei. Way of Shadow. 0 gold cost. Reaction. Play immediately after an action targets a ninja card, but before the effects are resolved. The action is cancelled, and all of its effects negated. So this is the card that allows you to name one of your ninja personalities with Shoju Sensei, and then if your opponent tries to get rid of that personality, you can play this and go, I'm canceling that action. You really would need 3 copies of this card if you're going to run Shoju. I only could find the one, so that's what I put in there. Alright, Poison Dart Gun. 4 gold cost ninja item. Can only attach to a ninja. Battle. Once per battle, make a range 2 attack. They can target a personality with attached followers without bowing. Since you're shrinking personalities through a number of effects, and since this can kill through followers, this was quite efficient in dealing with low-end personalities, and depending on what you played, also medium-sized personalities, and 3 copies. This was another one I could only find 2 copies of. Dripping Poison, 5 gold cost, may only attach to a ninja. When it enters play, add 4 Vial tokens. Limited, bow the personality and destroy a Vial token to put a -1 poison token on target personality with chi less than the attached personality. If the target is ever destroyed by reaching 0 chi, you lose honor equal to the target's printed chi. So again, this is more personality control in the deck. This one is not a ninja card by trait, so you will lose honor for that one. And this one's a little protection. Kitsuki Kage's Journal. 6 gold cost, unique. Cards in this unit may not be targeted with actions. Actions which target ninjas can target this unit, however, even if the targeted card is not a ninja. The personality may not produce honor in any fashion. Reaction. Bow the journal to cancel any ninja or Kolat action that is not targeting this unit. So again, this little protection for other units. Now we get into the small section of spells and kihos. Blood Strike. 0 gold cost. Maho Kiho Battle. Bow any one of your Shigenja, target a number of personalities different opposing personalities up to the Shigenja's chi. The personalities each gain a -1 chi blood token. So this was designed basically to again help lower your chi for the ability on the Stronghold, but then also you've got a number of abilities where you can reduce the personality's chi to a minimum of 1, and then you can play a card like Blood Strike and go, okay, now your chi's at 0. Bye-bye. 3 copies. 2 copies of Walking the Way. So this is a 4 gold cost spell. Limited. Bow the Shigenja and destroy the spell to search your fate deck for any 1 card. Add it to your hand and shuffle your deck afterwards. Just a straight up tutor. Touch of Death. 8 gold cost. Limited action. Bow the Shigenja and destroy the spell to destroy target bowed personality. The Wasting Disease. 8 gold cost black scroll unique. Give this Shigenja a -1 chi corruption token each time it straightens. Limited, bow the Shigenja and place a -2 chi wasting token on any one personality in play. If placing this token destroys a personality, you may destroy any one corruption token on this Shigenja, if they have any. This is an ultimate control card. Oddly enough, this does not have an honor loss, which is interesting. Probably should have, but so this gives you the -2 chi to keep them from doing dumb things, and then everyone that you kill with that, you can remove those tokens from yourself. And then lastly is Ring of the Void. I think it was run in just about every deck in the arc. Need to refill your hand. Alright guys, that's it for this classic L5R deck tech. If you'd like to see more of these, you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, there is no escape from the tiger.